Imagine a room filled with steam, the scent of olive soap in the air, and the sound of water flowing over marble floors. This is hammam, the Turkish bath, a tradition that has lasted for over 1,400 years and is experiencing a renaissance in our modern wellness culture. To understand hammam, we must travel back to ancient times. The ancient Greeks were actually the first to establish the concept of public baths. They built large bathing facilities with hot water in bathtubs, where people could wash and relax together. But it was the Romans who truly perfected the art of bathing. They developed this into extensive bathing complexes called thermae, entire complexes that were so much more than just a place to wash. These thermae were advanced social institutions with different rooms for hot and cold baths, steam rooms, training facilities, and social meeting places. Here, everyone from emperors to ordinary citizens met. When the Roman Empire began to fall apart, the bathing tradition was taken eastward to Turkey and the Middle East, where it met a new culture and a new religion, Islam. Muslims embraced the bathing tradition but adapted it to their own religious beliefs. In Islam, cleanliness is extremely important. It is part of the faith. But Muslims had one problem with the Roman baths: the pools with standing water. In Islamic tradition, standing water in shared pools was considered impure. The solution: they developed a system with running water instead. This system, where water constantly flows over the body and floor, became one of the defining characteristics of hammam, and it is still done this way today. The first hammam was built in Istanbul as early as the 7th century AD. The tradition dates back to the 14th century, and many of the most iconic and historic baths in Istanbul were built between the 15th and 19th centuries. These baths were not just functional. They were architectural masterpieces with high domes, intricate tilework, and ingenious use of light and ventilation. Hammam quickly developed into an important gathering place for both bathing and social interaction. Here, people across cultural and religious differences could meet and relax together. For women, who often had limited opportunities to move freely in society, hammam became a particularly important space. It was here they could meet friends, share news, and even arrange marriages for their children. For men, hammam was also an important meeting place, where business was discussed and friendships were maintained. So what actually happens in a hammam? The process has remained remarkably similar through the centuries. You begin in a warmer room where the body gradually warms up. The steam opens the pores and prepares the skin. Then comes the scrubbing. A bath attendant uses a rough glove to scrub off all dead skin layers. The result is skin that is incredibly soft and clean. After the scrubbing comes the soap massage. Traditionally, olive oil soap is used, whipped up into a thick layer of foam. This is massaged into the skin, which both cleanses and moisturizes. Finally, after all the heat and treatment, comes the cooling down, often with cold water showers or time in a cooler room. So why is hammam still relevant in 2025? Hammam has spread far beyond Turkey's borders and has become extremely popular. Today you can find hammam not only in the Middle East, but also in Greece, Spain, Bulgaria, and even in ski resorts around the world. It has become an integrated part of global wellness culture. In Turkey itself, several of the historic baths have become tourist attractions. Tourists are happy to pay well for a few hours of care and well-being in these authentic surroundings. But the popularity is about more than just tourism. Many describe the feeling after being in a hammam as being born anew. The skin is silky soft, the body is relaxed like never before, and the mind feels clear. In our stressed, hectic world, hammam offers something very special: a forced pause. Here you cannot check your phone. You must simply be. Lie in the steam, feel the warmth, and surrender to the process. It is a form of meditation, a ritual cleansing of both body and mind. Moreover, there is something deeply satisfying about connecting to a tradition that is so old. When you lie on the warm marble in a hammam in Istanbul, you are doing the same thing that people have done for over 1,000 years. Modern research confirms what people have known intuitively for centuries: that hammam is good for health. The intense heat improves circulation, opens airways, and can help with muscle tension. The deep cleansing of the skin removes toxins and dead skin cells. And the deep relaxation reduces stress and improves mental health. Hammam is not a museum piece or an outdated tradition. It is a living practice that continues to evolve while holding fast to its roots. From the Greek baths through the Roman thermae, adapted by Islam and perfected in Turkey, and now spread across the world. Hammam is proof of humanity's universal need for cleanliness, relaxation, and human connection. In a world moving ever faster, hammam offers something immeasurably valuable. A place to stop, breathe, and simply be. An opportunity to connect with a 1,000-year-old tradition of caring for body and soul. Hammam is more than a bath. It is a ritual, meditation, meeting place, a living testament to humanity's eternal quest for well-being. And that is why it is still popular today.